G'day guys, welcome to another On Throttle video, and today we're doing things a little bit differently, mostly because I haven't ridden in a couple of weeks. So we're going to go back over some old footage and go over why I reckon Royal Enfield makes some of the best beginner bikes on the market today. So I'm going to straight out come and say it. If you're looking at getting your first motorcycle, one of the best brands to get your hands on is going to be Royal Enfield. As a brand, they are solely focused on the small to mid-size market, and Royal Enfield is without a doubt a master in this space. So the Royal Enfield brand has come a long way in the last decade. They used to make really archaic old bikes that they've basically been making since the 1940s or 50s. Nowadays, those bikes are long gone. You have a full range of bikes that are not only modern, they're quite stylish, they're pretty well built, and they come at a really affordable price. Better yet, they are actually really easy to get along with. So from the classic 350 to the adventurous Himalayan to the well-rounded 650 range, Royal Enfield has most bases covered, especially if you are looking in the learner market. When you're first starting off in the world of motorcycling, there are a few things that can help you get to grips with the sport, and Royal Enfield offers a really good package for pretty much most of those cases. Let's start with price accessibility. So Royal Enfield make pretty affordable bikes. Every bike in the range is under 650cc's, and with a modern manufacturing base in India, pricing is really affordable, especially compared to other brands that are manufactured elsewhere. The most expensive bike currently in the range is the Super Meteor 650. That's priced at $12,490 here in New Zealand. The most affordable bike, the Hunter 350, which I think actually looks really good, is just $7,590. Also, when you're buying new from the showroom floor, you don't have to buy them brand new, obviously, but if you're looking to buy your first bike, it does have its perks to buy a brand new one. And with a Royal Enfield, you are getting a 3-year unlimited kilometre warranty, which will see you through the toughest part of your motorcycling career, and that's getting your licensing. So you can rest assured that if anything does go wrong with the bike, you're covered by the warranty, which is ace. Ergonomics are another important factor when considering your first motorcycle, and again, Royal Enfields deliver here. Especially if you're a beginner, the seat heights are not intimidating and they are easy to reach handlebars. So the ergonomics, you can sit down on the bike, everything falls to hand nicely, and it's just so easy to control. You're in a nice neutral riding position, and that really helps you come to grips with the controls of the motorcycle, where everything is, and then you can start working on the ins and outs of actually getting the most out of your motorcycle. Controls are well set up for beginners as well, particularly the clutch. I am yet to ride a Royal Enfield that has a rubbish clutch. Let's face it, manual transmissions these days are becoming rare in the car world. Not a lot of people have experience with them, and it is a thing that you do need to sort of get to grips with. The clutch on every Royal Enfield I have ridden to date has been incredibly forgiving, and it's just been simple to use. You just ease it out, the bike's long stroke engine takes over, chug, along you go. Right, while power figures have never been something that Royal Enfield has bragged about, the firm's bikes are all well suited to their intended purposes. So the 21 horsepower of the 350 lineup, for instance, may sound pretty meagre, and on the open road, yeah, they do leave a bit to be desired. They're not what you would call fast, but get them into town and they are beautifully suited to riding around at, say, 30, 40, 50 kilometers an hour. The 650 twins, on the other hand, they put down just 47 horsepower, but that is more than enough to cruise along highways at 100 kilometers an hour. You can overtake slower traffic if you need to, and you can have really a lot of fun in the corners with that much power. It really helps you focus on getting your lines perfect, throttling out, and you know it's not going to spin the back wheel and spit you off into the sunset. Finally, let's talk about something that very few riders consider, in my opinion, and that's community. Royal Enfield has to have one of the most active rider communities. It not only supports new riders, it's actively supported by Royal Enfield itself. It's not uncommon to see regular ride-outs from dealerships that are organised, and annually Royal Enfield actually puts on the One Ride event that sees owners head out on an organised ride on one day, usually in September. It's a huge event, all the Royal Enfield dealerships get on it, and it is amazing to see all these bikes just head out, go for a ride, and enjoy the best that motorcycling has to offer. So while Royal Enfield may not offer bikes with big horsepower numbers, racing pedigree, or exotic materials, They make bikes that count where it matters, and that comes to getting people on two wheels. If you're looking at getting into the world of motorcycling, seriously consider taking a Royal Enfield out for a spin. You really won't regret it.